Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I am your wonderful host, Fontaman, and welcome back to the show. Now, almost 2 weeks ago, really, at this rate, we, slugged it out in the timelines, and finally got that goddamn atlas I promised my uncle. And now we're actually going to use it, because what's the point of getting it if we're never actually going to use the damn thing, right? Right? So, let's get back into this and see what we can do with Herr Atlas. Great and glorious career. Thank you for resubscribing, Cerberus. Alright, so load the game in, and now we see. Now we shall see what we can do here. Thank you for resubscribing. Tazarus, welcome back to the show. It's not a war crime if you declare an exterminatus to the galaxy. It can't be tried. You can't be sent to Nuremberg if Nuremberg and everything else doesn't exist after you're done. Okay. Now, right, everybody's in the hospital. Right. I remember that. But we got 9 billion C-bills, so, no problems there. We'll be fine. We can take a rest. The catapult has no arms? Who gives a shit? Alright, so, AS-7D. Karinsky's own nightmare. 100 tons of ferrofibrous and guns on death's own head. Right, so, we got 100 tons to play with in this monstrosity, so let's see what we can manage here. Let's see what we've got for hard points. Well, we do have 2 AC... We don't have 2 AC-20s, we'll fix that, but we do have 2 ballistics hard points, so we can, in fact, stuff 2 AC-20s in there with no real issue. Now, I'm looking at this, and I'm thinking, that's an issue. The arm lasers, they only have 1. So, in this case, actually, we might want to swap out the medium lasers for large lasers. Because of the slot restraints. Or maybe PPCs, but I'm thinking maybe large lasers. And I think now, finally, we might be able to get to this thing. This thing that people have been, telling me to do. And which is intelligent, I'll give them that, but the thing that I don't do, which is start collecting all these wonderful, or rather specifically collecting all of these wonderful plus and plus weapons to, well, kit out my amazing ride, which, honestly, I've been kind of neglecting, mainly because I've been changing mechs. I hadn't gotten what I wanted yet, so I was in really no rush to keep anything. But, now we got what we wanted, or rather, I got what I wanted, so, now we're gonna sit in it, and now we're gonna make it good. So, well, while an LRM-20 would be nice, that may be space I could use elsewhere. We could use some focus here. I think if I manage large lasers, though, let me think here. Let me think here. If we manage large lasers, that solves our range issue, even though with the LRM-20s we'd have a considerable amount of knock. That would help us with, knocking mechs over to salvage them, but, we're closing in on having literally every mech we want anyway. I mean, sure, I'd like to have an Atlas and then an entire lance of king crabs. That would be nice, but we're closing in on... We have enough mechs. Have any dual heat sinks? No, I don't. I don't have the heat banks, though I do have a comm system, which I'm actually going to put in here. That's something I'm probably going to use. But we have the arm mods for punching things, too. But I don't have any heat banks. I'm going to actually probably start surfing for things like that. So, got that 60 damage mod there. How about that? Okay, so, let's see here. Comm Systems Plus. It's free. Why not stick it in the head? I think I'm probably going to go surfing around for some things, though. We need to start looking at the market for potentially good weapons. Maybe we'll get lucky and find a Gauss rifle. It's possible. They do sell them. They do drop in the game. They're rare. You have to go to Starlink planets, which is probably where we're going to go. So, right. We'll save it at this for. We'll save with this for now, and then we'll start.
On it. I'll let you know when that's done.
My window cut out for a moment, but everything's fine. All right, so we're gonna go. Looking around. Get 2 Gauss rifles. I would do that. I totally would do that if they let me. But let's see. A large laser. Let's see here. 25% crit. Nah, we need more damage or range. Medium laser. AC-20 ammo. Heat sinks. Nothing here. So let's go see on navigation. Sumeray. Where can we go that gives us Star League components? That isn't Torian Concordant, because we're going to pay out the fucking nose for that shit. I do have a contract out here, though. What's this travel contract? Ryan's Fate. Oh, actually, yeah. I don't think we're going to be ready for that one. But let's see here. We may have to turn that one down. Alright, so... 2 Gauss rifles and a PPC for a king crab. That sounds horrifying. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to go find ourselves a planet. Manufacturing, sphere level manufacturing, battlefield black market. We need ourselves a Star League presence. Former Star League presence, Smithson. But we went to Smithson and they're not really... it's poor too as well. So we need to find worlds like that. Most of them, unfortunately, are in the Torian Concordant, but we're at war with them. So we're probably going to, well, what's my, can I see my actual readout here? It'd be nice if I could. I mean, they don't like me. I think I could still probably travel over there. So, this might be unwise, but let's go to New Vandenberg, because that's probably one of the best places to shop. You're a merc, they still take your money. I killed that guy's son, though. I mean, yeah, sure, it was an unfortunate situation, and, he's probably not going to stop wanting to kill us, but, let's see here. So, rich, research, inner sphere level civilization, and former Star League presence. This is the kind of shit we're looking for here. It's one of the best places to shop.
Calculating course now, Commander.
So let's go see. They're probably gonna make us pay out the fucking nose.
That work order you submitted is complete.
Yeah, but Ancient, yeah, that might be true. That seems entirely rational, but you see, this is the thing. They've been giving us the interpretation that the Torian Concordant is one of those nations that will murder hobo you for it.
Hey boss, we've just completed those upgrades.
Okay, so actually that's the drive, right? So now I think we move a little bit faster. Okay, so what do we need for the... Okay. 30%. What do you need for this? High capacity power conduits. High capacity power conduits. We could pay for this. Average cost isn't actually that bad, so there you go.
Sure thing. It'll take a bit, but we'll get it done.
Okay, that's a little expensive, but again, we got money. We got money and assets to sell, really, so we fine. We fine. The entire company is sitting in sickbay, resting. We don't have anything to do, so it's a well-earned rest. First harvest. Uh-huh. Dr. Murad arrives at briefing, her arms full of succulent red orbs. Look, the first harvest from the hydroponics garden. Are those tomatoes? Darius asked. She tossed him one and he bites into it, then sighs with satisfaction as he wipes the juice off his chin. They are. Wow, tomatoes, man. Tomatoes, strawberry, watermelon, squash, basil, and that's just the early harvest. With studied nonchalance, Sumire snatches her own tomato from Farah's arms. The crew will be thrilled, Commander. How do you want to share the news? Keep it low-key. Throw a garden party. Produce goes bad pretty quick, guys. So, you know what? There you go. There you go. Have everyone gets a salad. Dr. Murad stands in the center of a hydroponics garden. She brushes a melon tendril away from her face as she addresses the company. I want to thank our commander for making the creation of this hydroponics unit a priority. The fresh produce that we can now enjoy is only the beginning. We're also growing medicinal herbs for use in the med bay. And, as I'm sure you've noticed, the air in this pod is also much more enjoyable, which should serve to improve shipboard health. Farah flashes you a smile. So I would like to thank you all. I'd like you all to take a deep breath and raise a tomato or a strawberry or whatever you fancy and salute our commander and to our new garden. The entire crew lets out a lusty cheer. Lusty cheer? Followed by the sound of contented munching. We're still gonna space the dock, though. We're still totally gonna space the dock, but enjoy your produce. See, things are good now. We got money. We got food. We've got assault mechs. Everything's perfectly fine. We got more than enough money to sit on our asses and just dote around the galaxy. Triple F burgers are coming, boys and girls. We're done with those. Good point, Ancient. Good point.
Got a new financial report for you, Commander.
Ooh, $500,000, huh? Shit. That Atlas is getting very expensive in there. But we can look at all these mechs, though. We could probably stand a cut with some of these mechs. Because really, the thing is, honestly, remember that second lance, it kind of didn't happen. We kind of don't. It's sort of like I expected it to have like the implications of, say, you could get a second Sky Ranger in XCOM. I imagine that it would be that urgent, but it's not. It's
Looks
really,
like we've
it
arrived,
really isn't.
Commander.
You can't just kind of sit here with one lance with a couple of like swap in, swap out guys, and maybe a mech or two, and that's about it. So at best, you need like 6 mechs with accompanying mech warriors. And that's about it. Okay, so visit the store on New Vandenberg. What do we got here? Actually, not all that much. Okay, LRM-20s. Those are nice. But let's see here. Heatsink, jump jet, leg mod. Yeah, shit. Wow. Reputation 10% price. They're not gonna sell me shit here. But let's see here. Yeah, we've got leg mods, but that's about it. That's actually somewhat unfortunate, but I expected it, really. We're not gonna sell anything to these guys. Okay, so, well, now we're gonna have to look around. New Vandenberg is, well, unfortunately, not a good place. Right now, at least. So, now we're gonna have to look around here. Ashton, rocky world, small population, landmark. Ashton, moderate population, ruins. Town world. Education, manufacturing. Okay. Nope. Recreation, Taurus. Okay, sessions. Large population, medium gravity planet, mining, recreation, research, rich, but there's no former Starleague presence. Okay. Taurus might be a... hey, wait a minute. Manufacturing, former Starleague presence. Jamestown, huh? Alright.
Bio command.
Stop talking over each other, morons. Okay, well...
That work order's complete, boss. Top-notch work, if I may say so.
Demoralized. What? Hang on. Sculpin approaches you on the mess deck. Commander, you know how Decker is sidelined in the med bay? I've been visiting him, trying to keep his morale up, and, well, he's really messed up. He thinks the injury was his own fault. Maybe you could do something. Decker's disappointed? Decker! Decker's depressed! Raising a hand on Sculpin's shoulder, you say, thanks for letting me know, Sculpin. I'll see what I can do. We go visit Decker. I just got out of medbay. I'm still walking around. I need to tell him, I need to tell Decker to relax. He's my man. He's the deck. What are we're not gonna make it through this if we can't deck people. Yeah, I know I'm gonna go finish and fucking visit him. Why wouldn't I? Alright, but we're good now. We're fine. Everything's okay. You might have fucked up, but we all kind of fucked up. And mainly it's on me because I'm the commander of this outfit. But we've got mechs. We got money. We even got fresh produce. What's the problem, Deck? Everything's good. Just relax. You got 2 weeks left in the med bay. You'll be fine. Later that day, you arrive in med bay and find Decker in bed, just staring at the ceiling. Hey, Commander, didn't expect you to come by. I need you back on your feet, Decker, you say. You make a vague gesture at the med bay in Decker's condition. This happens to mech warriors, but it's just bad luck. It doesn't mean anything. Yeah, I guess so. Good, recover fast, because you've got work to do. You gotta deck people, man. You gotta be the, you gotta do it, man. I can't make it through without you. I lost Medusa way back. Glitch is gone too. I need Decker. At least need fucking Decker. Don't tell Behemoth that though. Decker cracks a smile. Will do, Commander. Decker has gained the following tags for 30 days. High spirits. He's only gonna get 11 of those days, and we're gonna be shopping. But you know what? Fuck it. Good enough. We gotta be the best. The best. Who's gonna pilot my King Crab? Right, yeah, and that's actually very fitting music. But right, yeah, we got an Atlas, and now we gotta get a King Crab, the other 100-ton mech we can get our hands on. Who's gonna pilot it? It won't be me. I'm obligated. My dance card's taken. We need somebody to run up and blow people to pieces with the AC-20s.
Ready to go over financials whenever you are.
Yeah, the money's starting to cut in a little bit, but you know what? We'll be fine. Again, we can sell stuff.
We've arrived at our destination, Commander.
Dialogue assignment. Alright, visit the store. What do we got in the store? AC... Okay, it doesn't look like cockpit... Hey, look! Pilot side airbags. How about that? Gyro, heatsink. Jump jets, nothing. That's a little unfortunate. That is a little unfortunate. But I suppose, well, it was worth coming out here to look. So we got nothing here either. Okay, so what do we got back here? Mithrin. Okay, mining, small population, intersphere level location, Arturus Prime. Okay, Renfield, same deal, really. Okay, nothing. Former Starlink Predator Illusion. Rich. Okay. Alright. That looks like our next stop.
Roger that, Commander. Course plotted.
Now we gotta consider basically turning around and going because, well, we're eating into our money a little bit, but we still got plenty. Famed for its cheeses. It's cheeses, you say. It's cheeses, you say. It's cheeses, you say. Well, let's have to have some Gauss rifle cheese. A King Crab cheese, perhaps. Yes, yes. New holovids. We've done this before. Movie night! Popular action series. Mercenaries! Sculpin and Grumpy are in high spirits. Good. Movie night's always a good thing.
We've entered orbit, Commander.
Okay, so what do we got here? Do we have the cheese?
Waypoint reached, Commander.
Okay, so what kind of cheese they got on offer in the shop? Let's see. Okay, so they're selling a Griffin. Funny enough, they got a Blackjack, a Hunchback, AC-20, AC-5. That's plus. That ain't half bad, but that's not what we wanted. Large laser, no plus large lasers. LRM-20, yeah, that's all right, but yeah, what else you got in here? Got TTS, a targeting system, missile targeting system. Expensive. But, again, nothing. That is unfortunate. These don't come around very often, though, so... actually, but then again, it's a plus. We could probably get our hands on a better one down the line. So, you know what? We're gonna be paying out the nose for this. We might as well just keep our money for our trip. Unfortunately, we still don't find anything. Okay, so. Okay, Periphery, Camaraderie, Thalum. Periphery level, what's down here? What's this? Granadas, okay, Burton, manufacturing, rich. There's one more down here, I think. Primitive Spitz. A nearly lifeless world reminiscent of primordial terra. Spitz is primarily an interest to exogeologists who study the early days of future life-bearing planets. Probably nothing of anything there. Token population, PAF. Okay, primitive civilization, uninhabited, yeah, that's junk. Black market, medium gravity planet, mining, primitive. I know there's at least one more Star League era outpost down here somewhere. Low gravity, moons, periphery level civilization, high planet, periphery, pox, outbreak, ew. Ooh. Okay, primitive circulation, token population, medium gravity planet. Is this the place? It is. Hell's Point. All the way in the corner of the map. Despite its location far from the inner sphere, Hell's Point is a rich high-tech manufacturing world. Headquarters of the Comstar Explorer Corps, Rinworld, is located on the planet. Comstar presence as well. All the way in the fucking corner. All the way in the corner. Well, you know, this is one of those feelings where, like, if I was a developer...
Calculating course now.
If I was a developer and I wanted to hide something important, I'd put it all the way in the corner of the map. Hellas Point. Okay, right.
All hands, make ready for docking maneuvers.
Okay, so let's go see what we can bribe off the Comstar boys. We'll make some indulgences to the church and see what happens. Go, you better hide the Highlander. What's on Spitz? Well, we're definitely gonna be coming. We're definitely going to be coming back this direction anyway, so yeah, we'll look around. But I think this is our last trip here because these are basically all the Star League worlds that we'll get to. Moonlighting with an autocannon. Excuse me? While pacing through the mech bay on a sleepless night, you stumble across Ice Tray. He is fiddling with a stock autocannon. A jumbled pile of loose metal and wires litter the deck plating around him. Oh, son, what are you doing? Are you trying to hot rod an autocannon? As you approach, Ice Tray looks up, a sheepish grin on his face. Hello, Commander. I was just trying to tune this beauty, maybe get a little more performance out of her. Could you do me a favor and keep this from the Chief, though? He's already shooed me out of here once this week. Mind him that's not a mech warrior shop. Let him keep working at it. Ice Tray, bookish. Tell him to share his... Ice Tray technician. Well, unfortunately, he doesn't have those things, but, well, let's see about this. Well, Well, ice tray. It's an autocannon. So, I'm not going to stop you. I have a penchant for autocannon, so what are you doing? Hey! I suppose that was in storage for a reason, so we can afford to lose it if things go wrong. Just be careful. These weapons are meant to destroy mechs, after all. Later that week, Ice Tray catches you in the hall, glowing with excitement. I did, Commander. The cannon is purring like a kitten now. Well, a kitten that wants to kill mechs. I even managed to replicate the performance specs of the Federated Tactical Autocannon, an AC5+. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. I was also, one of the things that I want to try out is maybe I want to attempt to meme with the Atlas as well. Maybe like try AC2 or double AC5s.
I've got the financial report.
Okay, the money is getting kind of low here, but we're going on a little adventure. This is our safari. This is kind of, I suppose, reminiscent of what I've been doing, you know, for the past 2 weeks since I stopped playing the game. You know, just kind of, we got our money, we got our Atlas, now we're on a cruise. And I suppose, actually, hang on here. Navigation. I never actually, ship upgrades. Did I not put the, I didn't. 75,000 average cost. Yeah.
Roger that, Commander. I'll get the crew moving.
This'll make this easier, too. I totally didn't fucking register that. Yep. It's expensive, but it allows us to actually do this with a little bit less guilt. 30% faster. Why not? And at this part of the chapter, Showman, after succeeding in his quest to gain an Atlas,
Undocked from jump ship.
took his dropship and his jump ship, and it took his, well, it's actually, yeah, it's not a dropship, but, well, it's sort of a middle ground. It's not a jump ship either. But, well, they took his men and his crew, well, it took his crew and his mechs, and then proceeded to disappear.
Looks like we've arrived, Commander.
He turned up on Hell's Point. Hell is Pont, right. And then he found in the shop. Okay, plus AC 20, 20 AC 5. No Gauss rifle, unfortunately. And scroll. No large lasers either. PPC. Hell's Ponte. Cockpit mod heatsink, jump jet. He found fuck all. God damn it. What a shame. It's Cajun Louisiana. Okay. Well, that's just really, come on now. That's just really disappointing. Even at the ass end of the universe, nothing. Some Comstar outposts, but let's see here. Really, we're just going to be going around the horn, apparently. Alright, poor primitive. These worlds in the middle of fucking nowhere, really. Though, actually, extensive volcanism? Let's see here. No. Okay. Pirate presence. Independence. Okay, though there is the magistrate over here that we have literally just been ignoring, but I can't go over there. We can't actually go over there at all, and we also can't go to any of the, you know, any of the fucking inner sphere states, unfortunately. Calls a duplicate in your inventory. That's funny. But I've heard people buying of, you know, coming across Gauss rifles in one of the shops. People have been saying that you can get one that way, but it's rare. Spencer, let's just take stock of all this area. These areas are probably not going to have too much, but it's good to take stock of what the hell the surrounding is, because honestly I didn't do that at all. Detroit. We've been over here before. It's good to... I didn't really look around too closely at exactly what's out here, but these are independent planets, more or less. And they are... Kimi has a former Starlink presence, and we need to go back up there. So we might as well... So we're gonna round the fucking Horn of Africa and go back up there. Let's see here. But I don't think we were up here as well either. So... Thermal. What's up here? It's close to the Free Worlds League. Can House Merrick spare some demolishers to field?
This is an all-ship announcement. There's something very wrong with the gin you picked up on Liar 2. If you have any, please dispose of it immediately.
The RAS. Former Starlink way the fuck up there.
Don't drink it.
Right. Okay, and then there's this place, which I think that's the place where we have to actually have to get our contract. But well, I suppose now we're rounding the horn here. So we gotta go. We'll come back up to Kimi, and that'll put us basically back in our mission areas.
Bio command.
Calculating escape velocity. Docking sequence commencing.
Something's wrong with the gin we picked up on Lyard, and I made a fresh pot of coffee. Don't bring pets onto the ship. It's a lot of money to travel. Well, we're gonna have the engines cooking at a higher, higher output in 7 days. Actually, we're at 12 days. It's expensive. But again, we can sell some mechs if we need to, and we'll be taking pretty easy jobs really when we get up there.
Got a new financial report for you, Commander.
All right, $500,000. Yeah, we cut down. We spent probably about maybe about 4 months out here, spending somewhere around 4 million C-bills. Yeah, I think the engine tuning will significantly reduce the travel time. So right now it's 26 days, 25 days. So maybe that'll cut that down into the teens when it actually comes online. Okay, so it's 23.
Those upgrades you asked for are online, Commander.
Well, hang on here. Let's see here. So let's see if we can replot the course. And then I might actually update it, because it didn't change. $26 days. Actually, nope. No, it hasn't. Oh, well. We continue on our journey here. Yep. Back to it. Mercenaries, the game. In the middle of the afternoon, you find Grumpy hunkered in the arcade playing Mercenaries, a tie-in to the popular Holovid show. Commander, have you played this game yet? Maybe it touches a little too close to home. See, I'm managing my own mercenary company in the Periphery. There's an arcade cabinet where you can play this fucking... There's a Mech Commander arcade cabinet. Upgrade ship. Over his shoulder, you see charts and data and little icons representing all the mechs at his disposal. You flash back to Darius' recent rundown of monthly expenses. I'm a bit stuck. What do you think I should do? I would recommend that Guppy refit his mechs. Suggest that he improve the med bay. Warn him to negotiate more contracts. Argo, training modules. Send Grumpy to the training modules. Well, I've got... You see, here's the thing. I got this other game. It's called... Simulation. Grumpy, you're never going to make it as a mech warrior if you're goofing off playing make-believe mercenary. Get your ass in the training module and learn some real skills. Then you can come down and totally wreck the game. Looking chest-eyed, he apologizes as hurries out of the arcade. He doesn't even pause to log out of the game. Glad to get the screen. You see, he's only a couple more days until his blackjack is refitted, and his best mech warrior is healed up, and he's has one more juicy contract available in the system. And then I proceeded to play myself. Also, yes, ship upgrades, my bad. The developers realized the memes of their own game and then proceeded to make a joke about it. Okay, there's some good writing there. Or at least some humored, spirited writing. Okay, so... see, that's 2 million fucking C-bills. Whole sweet mother of God. Alright, so... let's see here. We don't need them. What do we really get from the mech? Tech points. That's nice. But, let's see here. Speaking of them training modules... 50 experience each day. Okay, we can, well, we'll be bringing up new mech warriors pretty quickly with that. Refit, what do we need here? Mech Bay 3 for 2 additional tech points. And then there's the recreation stuff, which is actually fairly cheap. So, you know what, honestly, at this point, we should most likely actually spec into this. +1 morale, and then the lounge. Let's see here. And then the improved library. So you know what? Yeah, let's go for morale. They're fairly cheap.
All right, I'll get the team on it right away.
Welcome to the gym. Let us go into the let us go into this pod and then install a fit. We're now letting gym culture onto our ship. But yeah, those are fairly cheap and they do help. We are still 14 days out. Good lord. This has been quite the journey. We're definitely gonna have to get back to it, but then again, we're right next to the... We're gonna be basically sitting right next to the restoration territory, and they pay, like, absolutely nobody's business. So, really, I don't think we got anything to worry about. We're gonna come down a little bit low on the money, but our upkeep costs aren't really that bad.
We've just completed those upgrades.
Really, the main thing is just time. And, well, our main expenditure, the worst case scenario that I could have possibly put our money under is this. So, we survived and we're fine. Okay, so library, right, the upgraded lounge is probably the better idea.
Sure thing. It'll take a bit, but we'll get it done.
But hang on here. One other thing. Upgraded lounge. A few couches and a table don't make for a social experience. Drinks, 2D video screens, and a sound system on the other hand. Okay, so that's what I'm buying, an entertainment system. Okay, right. So that's that. I gotta wait for all the parts to come in from Amazon. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, right. Solaris Championship. Darius, well, I thought it was the lounge, but, no, apparently not. Encourage Ice Trade to offer combat. Ice Trade Gladiator. I don't know. I guess those are qualities, but, I don't know how to do that. Darius stops by your quarters to recite an invitation. On behalf of our barracks denizens, I am formally charged with requesting your attendance at an assembly of the mech warriors in the lounge this evening. Libations will be consumed, alongside a screening of the recent Solaris Championship. Okay, so it's Super Bowl Sunday, but with Battlemechs. It's In a less official tone, Darius adds, Ice Tray managed to pick up an official holo vid somehow. I expect your mech warriors are going to watch the fight and get very, very drunk. Shit, yeah, let's fucking do it! When you arrive in the lounge that evening, the mech warriors cheer. Ice Tray starts the holo vid while Behemoth passes around refreshments. The fight is exciting, although one-sided. The main question is how Gray Norton will pull off a victory rather than if he will. For a couple of hours, you're able to set aside the burden of command and just be a mech warrior among mech warriors. Morale increased by 2. And we're actually at maximum morale now. Hooray! Alcohol! Sports! The best! The best! We're fine. Yes, I did. I am a Solaris gladiator.
We've arrived at our destination.
I'm a celebrity, don't you know? Okay, so we're at Kimi, so let's go see exactly what they've got in the store. It's probably absolutely nothing, because it's a starting world. No ballistics of any kind. No real shocking ballistics, even though that's interesting. It's very interesting. PPC plus PPC, not bad. Not bad at all. Heatsink, jump jet, fucking nothing. Absolutely damn it. I spent fucking basically 5 million C-bills on a cruise to look for rare parts, didn't find shit. Well, what a shame. What a shame. I might buy this, though.
New weapon systems available.
I might buy that because I have an idea. And also, 10 plus damage, well, might buy that too.
New weapon systems available.
Okay, so, unfortunately, we didn't really find anything shocking. We didn't really find any like, plus large lasers at all. Which is... This would be so... Hey guys, we're hunting for lost tech, but you know what would be nice? If we had those maps, that we have, that show us Star League outposts that nobody knows about. Be nice if we could use those, but no, they're locked in a drive with the fucking whatever the hell they wanted to call it. The literal manifestation of gremlins in Star League code. It'd be nice, wouldn't it? But okay, that's unfortunate. So now we got to think about how we're going to fit this Atlas, since we didn't really get all that much. Though this plus that's I'm glad I have that. We do have 20 stability damage. Not bad. I'd like another AC-20 that has that kind of thing. But, so let's see. We're probably going to run through a couple of actual loadouts for this Atlas before we find something we're comfortable with. But, in the meantime, we're just going to strip out the medium lasers, because we don't need them. We're probably going to refit the laser hardpoints with large lasers to compensate for that, because we're going to be throwing in... We're going to be taking off the LRM-20, and then, although, what we could do, because we actually have a need for a dual LRM-20 firing... See, what we could do is we could get rid of the SRMs and then throw... we'd have to change some things around here. What we could do, and we can also get rid of some of these heat sinks. What we could do is put all that ammo on the legs. What we could do is throw two LRM-20s on this boat. 2 LRM-20s on this thing, and then we have multiples of those. Shit. 2 LRM-20s on this thing, and then sort of warp it around. I don't think we're going to get the AC-20 in there, too. We need the heat sinks. Those are important. We still have plenty of heat sinks. I only removed 2. And We need to actually, if we're going to do it, we need to exchange the AC-20 that we have for a better model. I think the disability damage, this is just going to fucking absolutely pound people. Unfortunately, we need to... I kind of want the arm mod here. Make it a laser assault boat. I have all of them. I only have 4 fucking laser slots, though. Okay, so... all things considered, yeah, if I have an LRM-20 boat, and I can sit there hucking missiles at people, and if they get close to me, I can just kind of just utterly smack 4 PPCs. What do I look like? An awesome? I could just utterly bash their faces in with my fists, too. And an AC-20. Although, a thing I could do is, since we have the melee damage mod, too, that's 3 tons, though. What I could do is something out of the ordinary. I'd like to be able to max damage, max stability damage, 108. Melee damage, right. Melee damage, 100. Chassis quirk, 40. Total damage, 140. Holy sweet mother of God. Okay, so I actually have to look at these fucking stats. This is, yeah, it does 100. The Atlas does 100. I can do 200 damage. Huh. This might sound heretical for me, but I've got an idea. I have me an idea. I got me a great idea. Okay, so, right. So it's an arm mod. And then there's, well, let's see here. Right. Then there's the other arm mod. Yeah, 200 damage and a shit ton of stability damage. If I just straight up punch them for the damage of 2 AC-20s, that's fine. Right? I mean, yeah, sure, I don't have the range, but AC-20 doesn't have that much range. And I can still fire the LRMs at close range, too. It's not like I have a minimum distance. So... Melee doesn't... Did you learn from the charger that melee doesn't work? Yes, because I didn't have any long-range weapons. I do have long-range weapons, though. I have 2 LRM-20s. And then if they get close to me, I can slap them in the face with 200 damage. Also, we could also make some things. We could also make some other changes here, like jump jets. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. Da-da-da-da-da. Which we conveniently have 4 of. Okay, so it only has 3. Okay, so yeah, more LRM ammo is a must here. And I think what we could do is put in, we'll see about 4 tons of ammo, and then we'll just max the armor. We'll make sure the armor is completely maxed. More heat sinks. Do we really need more heat sinks? Heat efficiency. What's the heat efficiency here? Heat sink, alpha strike. Heat sinking, 54 heat, alpha strike. Firing all the weapons generates 36 heat. We sink, we lose 54 heat per turn. We're good. We're good on that. But you know what? I got this from my uncle, so you know what? I might as well do something interesting at it. How about that? Oh, right. The targeting system. 3 accuracy to missiles. Hey! Hey! I look like I'm I could actually put this somewhere, too. Hey, ladies and gentlemen. I need to get more of those. I need to find more. I should have bought that other one. Fuck. Use the melee hit gyro as well. hit defense, melee hit, melee 3. How much is this? It's 0 tonnage. Okay, I gotta move the jump jets out of here because I need to put the jump jets somewhere else. Okay, gyro melee hit, and then in there. Right, so I'm gonna put more ammo in there. We have a pool. What the fuck are you doing skinny dipping in the fucking coolant tanks, you jokers? Okay, so ammo, and then 2 tons, and then 4 tons of ammo. So, right, got that. I think we can actually afford to... Actually, we can afford to cut down on some of the heat sinks, really, but we'll see how this works. We'll see how this works in a combat situation. But, yeah, this is gonna be a thing, isn't it? It's got long-range annoying you firepower, and it can kind of just walk up to you and punch you right in the face. And it, that's stability damage, though. And can also DFA. It can also move around pretty quickly, too. I can jump jet. I might need the heat sinks for the jump jets. That's the thing. Okay, do we have a tonnage value? They don't have any stated stats for heat. So we'll see about this. We'll see about this. Uncle Fran? Uncle Fu.
Right.
I'm
in the schedule.
You can see me now if you're up there. You know I'm trying to make something special here. And I dare you. You're damn right I am. Okay, so.
Ready to go over financials whenever you are.
Oh Lord, that expenses though. Okay, yeah, give him the old left hook and right hook, right? Yeah, and there was reduced DFA self-damage, too. That's another thing we could possibly look at. But this seems like, you know, what I want is native wildlife. Decker, what are you doing? As shore leave ends, your mech warriors and ship crew arrive at the spaceport, sharing stories of their adventures and entertainments. Then Darius arrives. His brow furrows in concern. He pulls you aside and puts his communicator on speaker, so both of you can hear Decker. What's going on? Decker, what are you doing? Commander, I'm in a bit of a situation. I went on an expedition to some nearby ruins, and I think I'm being hunted by the native wildlife. Decker! Whatever these things are, I'm pretty sure they're eating some of the other tourists right now. Yeah, those are definitely I'm getting eaten screams. Can I get a little help? Oh, sweet mother of God. Decker! To injury. Leaving Darius to keep Decker calm, you gather several mech warriors and acquire an all-terrain vehicle. You! Grab the laser M60. You grab the Jeep. Let's get in there. When you finally arrive at the emergency beacon, Decker is perched high in a tree. Blood drips from a mangled leg on the ground below, where several meter-long insectoids with trifurcated, razor-sharp mouth parts wait patiently for their prey to fall. A few well-placed gunshots sends the creature scurrying to the safety of the ruins, and you and the others manage to get the wounded mech warrior to safety. Suddenly it's aliens. Sweet mother of God. Decker's out of action for 20 days. Oh, Lord. Alright, so... Well, I suppose we need to look for a contract. Goddamn. Suddenly it was aliens and or Starship Troopers out of nowhere. Right, so let's go find ourselves a contract. Right, so alright, contracts, right, command center. I've been at rest so long I forgot how to do this. Decker, ladies and gentlemen. Clean out the mercs. That seems witness protection. Well, it's a 4-stroke. This one is here, actually. Actually, well, no, it's actually this one's here. This one's here. It's a little bit scary on the stars, but we start making money back, too. And it's 5 salvage, too. Fucking shit, man. And Tundra, too. That's an escort mission, though. Long list of... maybe not. Though we are here, we'd probably waste less time. The auto PPCs. Clean out the mercs. We're currently trying to engage a long-term... That's polar, too. Less of a chance. You know what? I think we'll play it safe. Do you not have Zeus heavy rifles on board? Nope. Unfortunately not. We just have, you know, we have flashlights. We've got guardsmen flashlights. Las guns. Right, so actually, you know what? Let's play it safe, and since we need to move back into the friendly area anyway, let's just go clean out the mercs. We'll leave these guys here to do whatever. I think we could stomach 200,000 less sea-bills. We're gonna, yeah, we need time to travel anyway, so Decker's gonna be in the hospital. So unfortunately, it comes down to the fact that your wildlife tried to kill my mech warrior, and, well, unfortunately, we're kind of just out of action. Commander, we have more mechs and mech warriors. It's just a shame. We're just gonna have to leave now. Salvage. We need money. So you know what? I'm gonna go with one salvage. So I'm just gonna do this. And we're just gonna go.
Roger that, Commander. Course plotted.
Also, Fondaman, what do you call a lasgun with a flashlight attachment? A twin-link lasgun?
That job you
Why am I not surprised that I was exactly right on that joke? Why am I not? I've never heard that joke before, but I immediately knew what the hell the punchline was. Alright, so the Punchbot Atlas is ready to go. Alright. So we're just going to keep rolling here.
Network orders complete, boss. Top-notch work, if I may say so.
Okay, good. Alright, so ship upgrades. Right. Right, continue with the library, which isn't that expensive, but it is 200,000 more sea bills that I just throw right at that. We're almost fully upgraded, really. We only got a little bit more to go. Alright, so we continue onwards to Weldry. We still got... This is funny, too, because we got all that money! All that money! All that money, and what do? We went off to the ass end of nowhere of the galaxy, and we burned it. And now we're back at 3 million sea bills, which is about basically our working... Is our working wages now. So we took the surplus, we went on a magical cruise, and spent it all. So now we're back here. We arrived at Weldry. Ready to proceed to our current contract? Not yet. We gotta wait for Decker.
Those upgrades you asked for?
Also, the ship upgrades are here. Okay, right. So, and then it's the improved library. More books.
All right, I'll get the team on it right away.
Even though we actually don't need more morale, to be honest, but it probably gives me better events. We're at 50 morale. We are literally topped out at morale. And, oh, right. Oh, that carries into... Oh, is that what that does? You see... Maybe it's just I finally got the Atlas, so I'm contented now, so I can sit down and actually look at the fucking interface. I actually did not know what the fuck morale did. But now, right, this is the morale. It carries over for the morale into combat, so more cult shots and shit like that. Right, right. Hey, look, I'm actually learning now. Yeah, after I bashed my head against the fucking wall over and over again until I got what I wanted. So now maybe Fonto can be intelligent as he readies his LRM-20 Punch Atlas. Alright, so 4 days. And bidding war. Squeeze the ice ball of planet for all it's got. Hang on here. Alright, as you enter the garden, Darius greets you holding a basket of strawberries. Commander, I've been monitoring the hydroponics productivity, and we're growing more than we're using. So I did a little research on market opportunities. I've heard back from 2 potential customers in Weldry orbit. One would pay cash for the fresh food. I think I can get 75,000, give or take. The other is offering machine tools and trade. which the mech bay could use to boost productivity. Darius looks longingly at the basket. All offers require a minimum supply of produce, though, and it'll take more than our surplus to fill them. The crew won't like limits on their salad bar. Get everything? We got enough morale, right? You guys are getting a library. I'm filling it with thin books. It's the secret section. I'm not telling you it's there. You're gonna have to look, but it's there. Get everything out. Morale decreased by 1. Whoa, no! 49 morale! Ha! 2 tech points and 60,000. Right, that's... well, I'll trade that. Later that day, Darius finds you in your office. With a smug look, he shoves a data pad in your hands. As you scan the details, you whistle. Are you serious? Darius nods. These people are so isolated and so desperate for fresh produce, it was almost unfair. In the end, I played both buyers off against each other and managed to convince each of them to settle for half of what we were willing to sell. Darius, that's awfully servant of you. Good chest mastering. And additionally, we didn't look like bad guys because we were looking like we were trying to actually give everyone what they wanted. But that also meant that everyone was, you know, negotiating an offer. You see, we get to compromise and get everything. Cringing at the thought of having to negotiate against Darius, you nod firmly. I can't in good conscience turn down this deal. Tell Sumare to grab some bodies and load up the food. Coming to gains 2 tech points, boost for 30 days, 60,000, morale increased by 1. Morale decreased by 1. But oh no, 1 single solitary morale. We're gonna be out of cherry tomatoes for about a week. Whoa, no! Not the cherry tomatoes! This is not Flavor Town, showman! This is totally not Flavor Town! Alright, so we're ready to go here. However, I gotta take a piss, so we'll be back in a second. The cruise is over now, and now we get back to work.